Hi, welcome back to Kids Can Cook Too. Today I'm making Nummy No-Noodle lasagna. It's a tongue twister, but it's really yummy. And my family wanted to figure out a way that we could make a lasagna without the noodles, because the noodles turn into sugar. So instead we're going to use zucchini as the noodles, and you get your veggies at the same time, so it's like a win-win. And you can't taste it. So if you don't like zucchini, then you don't have to worry about tasting the zucchini. And today we're going to be making two kinds. One, we're going to have really thin sliced zucchini, like this. And then the other we're going to have thicker, because not everyone has the same tools that we do. So we borrowed someone else's mandolin that makes thicker slices than ours does. And we're going to taste test them at the end and see which one is better. First, you're going to make the noodles. And I borrowed my grandma's mandolin for the thick ones, and we have ours for the skinny ones. So first we're going to make a skinny one. You've got to be careful with your fingers. So the skinny one would come out like paper thin. And then a thick one would come out about maybe a hardcover of a book. And I'm just going to lay them out so they aren't all soggy when we stick it in our lasagna. And you really want to be careful because you could cut yourself with this. So if you can see, there's a big difference. Skinny guy, fat guy. So our zucchini is drying. We've cut it, and it's drying so that it doesn't make the lasagna soggy, and we're just going to let it sit there, both sides, just until we're ready to make the lasagna. And now we're going to make the sauce. And so I had my mom cut the onions into big chunks so that I can chop it in our chopper, which is a lot easier. So I'm just going to take it through. And this is also nice so you don't have to learn, you don't have to read through the knife skills. And yes, you will start crying. Okay, finished my onions. Cooking is really fun, but there's some challenges in it. And onions get me every time. I always cry. It hurts super bad, but it's worth it because they really give it a good flavor. So I'm going to bring my onions over here. And I'm going to put in 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And then I'm just going to dump them in this in here. So my onions have been cooking for about 5 minutes on medium-low heat, and they're kind of transparent now, so I'm going to add my 4 cloves of garlic, but you would do 2. We're just doing 4 because we're doubling it. Mix that in. The onions don't make you cry when you're cooked. Thank goodness. Otherwise, I'd be bawling right now. So I'm going to put in my turkey sausage, and it's organic. And turkey sausage, is better because it's more lean than regular fatty sausage. So I'm going to cut open this guy. Oops, there it goes. And since we're doing a double batch, we don't have enough, so we just got some ones that are already like formed into sausages, and you're just gonna cut the little stuff down the middle, and then you can peel it off. Because there's like a layer of, I don't know what it is, but you don't want it in your sausage. I only really needed like 3 pounds, 1.5 per lasagna, so I just took away 2. And now I'm just going to stick them in my onions. And break them up. So you can see my turkey is no longer pink. It is brown, which is good, which is what I want. And you're going to add in a can of tomato paste and a can of crushed tomatoes, but I'm doubling it. So, and a can of crushed tomatoes. Now I'm just going to add my salt and pepper and my dried basil. And then you're just going to let it simmer. You're going to let it simmer from 15 to 20 minutes. For 15 to 20 minutes with no lid, because you really want it to get a thickness and you want it to lose some of that water. So I've let my sauce cool down and it's pretty thick. You let it cool down so you don't burn yourself before making it. So you're just going to take a ladleful and spread it on the bottom. Just maybe a little more since. Okay. Whoa. Like that. And then, this is going to be our thin lasagna. You're going to take the zucchini and just start like layering it on. Okay, and now we're going to take our cheese. We're going to go easy on the cheese. You're just going to sprinkle it on top like that. And then you're going to take Parmesan and put that on top too. And now you're going to take another layer of sauce, a ladle and a half. That's what it's come down to. As best as you can. It doesn't have to be perfect. Zucchini. So they've dried out since we were making our sauce, which is nice. And you're just going to overlap them a little bit. You don't have to totally just maybe a little. Okay. So this is my last layer, and I've run out of zucchini, but that's okay. Cheese. And because this is our last layer, we're covering all the zucchini because the zucchini will burn. So I'm just... Okay. And we didn't do the Parmesan on the underlayer because we're going to put it on top because it'll give it a nice, the Parmesan browns. And there is our skinny one, but now I'm move on to the fat, or the fat lasagna, sorry, the fat zucchini. Okay. And since we didn't have enough zucchini for the skinnier guy over here, so we're going to use a smaller baking dish. And we're not going to overlap them because they're thicker, so then you won't get the really thick zucchini. So again, just put the sauce on the bottom and no overlapping this time. It doesn't always have to go up and down. You can put it sideways too. We usually make our lasagna with the thin zucchini, and you're going to help me figure out if the thicker zucchini will work too, because we've never tried it. So there's my second one. Oh, it smells so good. I can't wait to eat it. So my lasagnas have been cooking for about 30 minutes at 400 degrees, and then we broiled them a little bit, and you had to let them cool afterwards, or else then it'll just go bleh, and you don't want that. You want it to stay kind of in its shape. So I have a piece of my thicker zucchini lasagna and my thinner zucchini, and I'm going to try my thin one. And the difference I see by looking at it is that the thicker zucchini is more watery, like there's more liquid than that one. But wow, you can't taste the zucchini at all. It has the same texture of noodles, and it's warm. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Yeah, it has a really good flavor too. It's like garlicky, and you can definitely taste the tomato sauce, obviously. Okay, now my thick one. That one's good too. The noodles are a little bit thicker. It didn't make it like all crunchy. It was really good. I like them both. I can't choose. Yay! The thick one works, so you don't have to have a skinny mandolin or a fat one. It works either way. So this is a really awesome meal to make, and it's super fun, especially, and it's a great substitute if you don't eat gluten or you choose not to eat pasta. Then you can make our zucchini lasagna, and I'm super excited.